Hello everybody, it's Dominic from the Dominic Media channel and welcome to my first podcast or something. I don't know, so I have just called my dad, like, a long time ago, so, yeah, and so I'm going to talk about my D&D, yay, so I'm playing D&D now. That's fun for me. Because my party is Alex. He is a dragonborn called Scales Dragonsbane, and Danny, who played two people, but one of the people have left the party since we killed Glassstaff. And if you don't know who Glassstaff is, well, one of our characters in our party that Daniel played wanted to actually kill Glassstaff since he didn't like Glassstaff. So after he killed Glassstaff, he's no longer with our party. So our DM, Dungeon Master Danny, he's a great GM. Being the great GM that he is, he just gave us some side quests, and then, once, the time I'm going to talk about is when I met the group. So here's the backstory. Just imagine this. So there's a person named Dom. Yeah, totally original, I know. He's not anything special. He's just a human fighter. And so my Dom, he has a backstory. He was from the Bundatree after a big volcanic explosion that my house was near. My family, yes, Dom has a family, don't worry. And they took Dom to another place as my goal as a character is to get enough money so I can rebuild my thriving society. So that's fun. So I met my character. This is how I joined the group. This is great. That's really fun. Not thick. That was cool. So red reference. Anyway, let's talk about how I met the group. So my character was in a inn, like a bar inn. So I was there, and I tried to kick a dwarf, Diana. So I failed, crit fail, and I won a arm wrestle with Harvey. I forgot what his race was, but he's like a bandit, and I do remember him being kicked out since Danny's like, nope, and so that's when everyone was part of the group. So we set off on my very first adventure, since I've been ignoring the past invites to D&D. I'm glad I started where I did. So when I started my D&D session, I went off, we did a mission, and we uncovered an old man, and he told us about a wizard. Then we met him, we met a woman that was acting really weird, and her son, I like to swear a lot, and also found a hole, foreshadowing. So that was the base, and the son was an absolute idiot. He liked to swear, and Danny came up for a very interesting backstory for why the kid's father's not there. So that was interesting. So he gave this woman this. He killed her. She killed him. But that's why the boy's fatherless. But it was a joke. But now I'm taking it as reality and putting it into my stories. Okay, so I won't be able to get any audio from the actual D&D game, but any memories I will have from that D&D session, I will definitely put on my podcast. If this is a podcast, I don't know. So, then we went into a cave. Well, Harvey wasn't with us, so we went into a cave system. We fought Nothic. We won since we were super powerful, and we beat the Nothic, surprisingly, and we didn't use any powers. So then after Harvey came back, we had to change it to the benefit, to give Harvey the benefits. So he wasn't the one who got captured. Instead, it was Diana. So we had to go there. We had to fight the Nothic again, and it actually had to change for the worse or the better. We didn't lose. We won actually. And once Danny made a funny story that I really hate. That we went into a fight that he just made up to see if we were powerful enough, and his character that could use medical powers. I think he's like a monk. Yeah, a monk that can paralyze people. And when he paralyzed someone, I chopped both their hands off with my sword. Then I slit someone's throat. It was a crit success. So instead of slitting their throat, I kind of blatantly chopped their head off. I chopped the head off of a character. So we after that we went to explore, and there was a cave. We found Nothic. There was a bunch of bears playing on a goblin. My memory is foggy. I just want to play D&D. So after we do that, he took us to Glassstaff. Well, first we said Brianna. Wait, no, Harvey was silly, so we left Danny's character all alone to fight some red ruffians. So that was fun. He fell into a pit, and Harvey said when we went into the cave, I'm paraphrasing here, I will search out for traps. Well, it's funny because he encountered one of these traps, and he fell down into a pit. He didn't pass out though. He climbed back up, but it was a fail first. So he's a good character. So here's the thing: we are friends in real life. Well, Danny's kind of like the one who didn't care about Harvey's character too much, and Harvey's character really likes to annoy him. So no, I mean Harvey's character likes to annoy Danny's character. So now that Glassstaff is dead, we finally. Since we killed Glassstaff, we got some magical items. I think we destroyed his staff, or whatever, and all peace was restored. Well, that was not the end of the campaign, since we went back to Thunder Tree. And then I left the moment we started the game up. And so we were in the carriage, arguing in real life about how we would get there. So Alex wanted to go on his magic flying disc with Hannah. So that's what they did for an hour. So let me tell you about Alex's magical flying disc. It can literally fly, okay? It can fly for an hour. It can hover above the ground. But guess what? Danny has a great gem. He made us fight monsters. Monsters that are like vampires. And funny story, lodged onto my neck. And then that was the end of that session for me, since I went straight home. So I hope you enjoy my podcast or whatever, my D&D talk, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.